Welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using a couple different pieces, collections. The paper comes from the Mari collection from Felicity Jane, and then I think I bring in a couple of other ephemera pieces from another Felicity Jane collection, as well as some Pink Fresh Studio ephemera and alphas. So I am just going to be using this one photo, and I am backing it with the pink color that comes with the kits. So with Felicity Jane, which unfortunately is out of business now, you got a couple of papers of just plain colored cardstock along with it. So I really do appreciate that. So I did back my photo in the pink, and then I am going to be using two different patterns, that kind of yellow and pink floral paper, and then this pink paper. I believe I cut the yellow to 7 by 7, and then I'm going to cut the pink a little bit smaller because I am going to kind of layer them and stagger them a little bit. So I'm trying to decide kind of what paper I want right behind my photo. Because I backed the photo in pink, having that pink pattern paper there, it just doesn't stick out as much, I guess, as I was hoping. And so I do end up flip-flopping those two pattern papers, and then I am going to use the back side of the pink, which is this orange color, for a strip across the page, just to kind of help my title stick out. Because I flip-flop the pattern papers, the busier one would have kind of, I guess my title would have kind of blended in too much. And so I wanted my title to stick out. My title is from the Pink Fresh collection that I used. And I am actually going to be using the same alpha, or the alpha from the same Pink Fresh collection. So I think it's Happy Days, if I remember correctly. My title is going to be Together is Best. So nothing too special, but I was happy to use up a couple of the title pieces from that ephemera. It's all titles, which I love. I know I've had a couple of you kind of wonder where I get my titles. Pink Fresh has some excellent title ephemera, and then another one I use a lot is the Vicky Bouton Puffy titles. I think both of those are great. And Cocoa Vanilla Studios has great kind of titles too, ephemera that you kind of piece together yourself. So I do like those ones as well. So if you're looking for good title options, those are probably my top 3. I don't, a lot of times I don't create my own title. I would rather kind of use pieces that I have for my titles. So I just used that alpha. It was pink and it matched perfectly for the is. And then I'm going to dig into the ephemera. I do have a couple of scrap pieces left over. I was going to see if I could use those, but I didn't love that. So I am going to dig into the ephemera. I believe this is from the Mari collection. Like I said, I have a couple of different ephemera packs that are similar colors. And I don't remember if I did actually end up using and combining them or not, or if I just kind of stuck with the Mari. But a lot of Felicity Jane collections I feel like complement each other really well. So I am going to add this cluster to the top. I really liked how the tag looked layered with that frame. And so I do kind of have that over the edge so that I can then just cut off the excess. Just works out better for me, I found, than cutting it and then piecing it. I really like that like scalloped piece to the left of the photo. I think I will leave that there. But trying to figure out what to add to the top now. I wanted to, spruce up that cluster a little bit more. I, again, just kind of went through all kinds of different ephemera packs, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted. I saw the other half of the frame and decided to kind of bring what I cut off from the top down to the bottom left of my photo there. And I feel like it really kind of gave it a good base, and kind of brought together both of the clusters. So I am going to just kind of continue adding to it. I did have to pop some things up on foam tape. That heart there is very, very thick, thicker than the rest of the ephemera. So I had to pop up that label on some foam tape. I am just using that label kind of as a base for some embellishments. I don't usually use the ampersands, but it was a great color, and so I did decide to just stick that on there and just kind of build up that embellishment cluster down there. I remembered when I talked about sketching out this layout, that the Where To Next collection has some like foods and drinks, and so I went into that collection as well to kind of finish off embellishing. I really did like a couple of the pieces in there. The food didn't really match where we were very well, and so instead I found like a little ribbon that I think it says love this, and then that little drink again just in that same color scheme. And I really enjoyed bringing in other pieces from a different collection, and having them match so well. So there was kind of just a flag at the top from the sticker book there that I really liked. So I did add that. And then I'm going to add a phrase sticker to the top as well. I think that pretty much finishes up that top cluster, but I really like the flag at the top. And then, I don't know, I just like that cluster at the top a lot, actually. So just going through the rest of the collection, seeing if there's anything else to add. I do kind of play around, see if adding that drink to the bottom would work. But I don't love it, so I do end up placing that back to the top. And I think the last thing are just some hearts sprinkled throughout the layout here. I apologize for the shakiness. Still inside, just on a fold-out table, and yeah, it definitely shakes when I press too hard, so I apologize for that. Hopefully, end of March, I'll be back in the she shed and things will get better. But I do just finish off the layout with some of the puffy hearts from the Where To Next collection. I just kind of sprinkle those throughout each of the clusters. I will link what I can below. Like I said, Felicity Jane, unfortunately, is out of business, but I will link that Pink Fresh collection and the Where To Next if you are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.